keep it real.
What, dear?
Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
So, you know, stop listening to that guy. And you know, y'all used to donate to me. A lot of y'all used to donate to me, but you didn't stop donating to me. Because of him. And I know it. I know it. I know he's the reason why a lot of y'all just stopped donating to me. So I just want to, you know, put that out there. So, you know, stop listening to that guy. And you know, y'all used to donate to me. A lot of y'all used to donate to me, but you didn't stop donating to me. Because of him. And I know it. I know it. I know he's the reason why a lot of y'all just stopped donating to me. So I just want to, you know, put that out there.
Morning, YouTube. Hey, what's up there, Sean King? Sean in the house. Sean in the house. Give me about a minute, brothers and sisters. I want to make a couple of comments and we're going to get out of here. Give me a moment. As always, in the name of our ancestors, I send the greetings to my chat room, our great warriors, the deacons of reality. We send greetings this morning to Mellow Cap, always there for us. Your support has made this platform so strong. You are so valuable. I certainly most appreciate you. During my whole time on YouTube, because of Mellow Cap, because of the Deacons of Reality, and some of you who may not even comment on this board, but it is clear by those who are looking from the outside in, no matter the view, no matter the subscribers, certainly they see a force to be reckoned with. And you have made that possible. You have made this ministry, this platform, the strongest I have ever been in my whole sojourn on this media. I thank you so much. It is unfortunate that we have to go off our path slightly because nothing can take us off our path. Nothing can distract us from our mission. But we have to deal with some rocks in the road. We have to deal with some debris on the highway, and we have to sweep up so that we can continue to move safely. I just want to make some brief commentary after listening to all this drama. And I must say, the views expressed are not necessarily those of this ministry or myself. I love it. Y'all have real good fun in the chat room. I really enjoy your going back and forth. Now, what brings us to this point in time is that at first, I saw this woman, and believe me, she's not a good she's not a good sight to see. I don't know nothing about her, so I really can't talk about what I do not know. I don't know. And you don't see me trying to make up stories and whatever, because I don't know her. I can just only tell you my experience. And my first introduction to her, I saw her on a video with our traitor, with our backstabber, who isn't doing very well these last few months. And that is good. You're not supposed to do well when you manipulate, you exploit, and you leech, and you stab in the back and you betray good people on a personal level. I was good people. Right here from this platform, we was good people. And this woman stabbed us in the back. The deacons made a wonderful video about our support to her. But you're on your own now, and you have aligned yourself with the devils that you call good people, because we were and we still are good people. And now you have aligned yourself with the demons, with the devil, with the Satan that you claim you despise. You have aligned yourself up with that type of mindset. And this video here correlates or brings example. That is exactly what you have done. The first time I heard this Nandi Roach lady, she was with our traitor, our backstabber. And the traitor, the backstabber, wanted to bring her into her troubles, but this Nandi cut her off and said, look, I'm talking about Sarnetta. I'm talking about Nepal. I understand that you have a problem with this person, or you going through some things with this particular person, but I am not part of that beef. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not going to get involved. So when I heard her say that, from me, there was a certain amount of respect, because you should not get involved into something that you have no knowledge of. Because when we look at these stories, there's always a side one, there's always a side two. And in many cases, it is in our best interest that we remain neutral, at least to the point so we can truly understand what is going on. And so when she done that, there was a certain amount of respect that I had for this woman, regardless to what she looked like, regardless to her voice. I'm judging her simply based on this action. But then next thing I know, I heard her say about going off on certain people, and something to the effect, if I have to handle Angel Nut, this nutcase Angel, he can get handled too, something to that effect. And of course, by this time, there was a alignment, there was a team effort with this tank top assassin this Black Son trash, who was just in our face, skinning and grinning. And the video is a witness to how he was praising us and skinning and grinning in our face. This is the purge. So when I heard her say that, I had no choice but to show her, and I could hear the arrogance in her voice, like she really got it going on, like she can really hurt us. Didn't you get the memo, lady? Didn't Noble tell you? You ain't heard? Oh, wow. Okay. So yesterday, our trader made a video telling us about her audience stopped giving her cash app, begging for money. You a grown, independent black woman. You take care of yourself. What you need cash app for? You ain't giving me no money. Angel Snuffing Up 7. You don't give me any money. No, you expose yourself to your people and you change who you was. You went from God is on trial to a born again Christian. Those are two different things. People subscribe to your channel because you painted yourself one way. You're no longer that. And that is what was getting the cash app. Has nothing to do with me. You're no longer that. You're a Christian. They did not come to your channel to learn about Jesus Christ. There are numerous, never-ending people talking about Jesus Christ, whether he's black or Asian or African or whatever. You turned against your own book. You turned against yourself. And you turned against your support system that caused you to be. I would never say I made you, but we supported you. We supported you so that you can become who you are. So you're supposed to be going through what you're going through because you have decided, according to your religious belief system, you chose to leave God and now you've gone with devils. So here comes this Nandi chick. Well, let's do this. Our trader, our backstabber, continues talking, saying that this beef that Nandi started, because I did not say anything about this woman. I don't know you. But you decided to come out in the public and tell people Angel is a nutcase. And then you stepped it up a notch and said that Angel Snuffing Up 7 is an escaped pedophile mental patient. And I am not supposed to respond. They offer no receipts except talk that I'm some pedophile. No kind of paperwork. They show no paperwork that I stalked anybody or have committed any kind of crime at all. They offer no proof that I am an escaped anything. They have not proved that I have a mental illness. They have not proved none of their allegations. So when you bring something and you can produce no receipts for what you talk about, this is slander. And when Noble writes her little article, that's libel for you people who don't know the difference. Written lies about somebody is libel. Verbal lies about somebody is slander. They offer no evidence, no proof The so-called receipts they have do not draw such conclusion at all. Now, you can believe what you want, but it does not bring that type of conclusion. Mellow Cap said, fugitive that needs to take his meds. According to the paperwork, I never took no meds. According to the paperwork, if you read it, I never took their meds. And you offer no evidence to show on conditional release that that's a requirement for me. They show nothing. Now, to show you how people just don't think, to show you how silly, stupid people are, this Nandi is telling her audience that she talked to somebody at the mental institution, right? She had a nice little conversation about me, and she says she bought my $50 book to send to them. Oh, you know, this big story. First of all, she's running her mouth talking about she contacts some type of mental health professional on a Saturday. All the people in the office in mental health, they're not at work. This is the weekend. And regular staff, the weekend staff, there's nobody in a position to tell nobody nothing about anything on the weekends. But you have a bunch of people that's just listening. And this is the thing about belief. Belief does not require evidence. Belief does not require facts. Belief does not require common sense. Here we are on a Saturday, and this woman talking about, I just called. It's the weekend. Businesses like that, all the staff who could talk to you, they're off. And even so, I would like to know who this person is, because they have violated HIPAA laws. They can go to jail, and the facility can be fined all types of hundreds and thousands of dollars. We refuse to think at all. And she said that she bought my book not to read it, to send it to them. She produced no receipt, no evidence she bought my book. The only thing she's doing is talking. That's all, talking, running her mouth. And what's devastating, when we speak and we present receipts, our receipts, you can't debunk. Our receipts is right on the money. And when we speak and tell and say that this person said something, we record it right out the horse's mouth. People like us, we will kill you. We will kill you. That's right out the horse's mouth. This is not she said, he said. This is right out the horse's mouth on a panel. Nandi, Sister Nasty, the doo-doo lady, the faceless troll, the tank top assassin. It's almost like we're fighting the Legion of Doom or somebody. This is our rogues gallery. The deacons made a collage. The deacons made a collage of all these losers of Loserville, these residents of Loserville, those who have chosen to be our enemies. I'm like, damn, it's like the Justice League Doom or something that we fighting. It's a whole lot of these suckers. Mellow Cap says, I'm still amazed how your happy ass is still free since 2007 when you're on YouTube every day and your personal phone number is in the description box. And that's the way it's been ever since 2007. My personal phone number, always in the description box. And I've been making videos in the public since 2007. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But when you don't have to prove nothing, and those people who do ask questions, they're going to get blocked. They're going to get laughed at. So the only thing they want on these channels is a bunch of fruitcakes, mindless fruitcakes. Now, according to this young lady, I don't know her, so I cannot speak and talk about her. I just saw the video. This was my first time listening to the video along with you. I didn't know all that going back and forth profanity. I didn't know, have no idea. Because I don't want to listen to all that either. This was my first time listening to the video. But this woman, she called me old. She's in her 50s, just a little younger than I am. And she called me old. And when you look at this picture here, she looks like she has no teeth or false teeth. And you have the nerve to talk about somebody being old. But you're old and worn out. You busted out four children. You're worn out by men. Because the only way you can get a man is through your vagina. Just like the other demons of darkness, Shitty Noble and Karen and Pork Chop, all of you are nasty and you're ratchet. No good man would stay and stick around with you. Hell, even some of the ratchet men don't want nothing to do with you. You're too much. You're too much. So, and you might cook some eggs and bacon for them, and they ready to leave. The deacon said women are old after their first kid. You're all worn out. And our trader will even tell you the only reason why she's not worn out is because of her affiliation with the church. Jesus saved her. Otherwise, she'll be an alcoholic. Otherwise, she'll have 4 or 5 children. She got a little sense. She had a little sense. But Pork Chop and Karen don't have any children, but she's worn out. Because she constantly, none of you can really attract and keep a man. The only way you keep him interested, you have to spread your legs. You have to put your mouth on his penis. You have to do, that's why the first thing that they always say, your penis don't work. You got a little penis. It's all about the sexual organ because you have nothing else to offer. She doesn't talk about all the beautiful meals she makes. She don't talk about how she support her man going to work or going to the basketball games and family life. They don't talk about these different things with the man. It's only about her vagina, is only about the penis. She has nothing else to offer. and some money. You might have a little money because a lot of y'all mess with these broke guys that don't have nothing going on for themselves. And you have this little 22-year-old young lady. I don't know. She's supposed to be an African or whatever. I don't know what she is, but she's smart enough to avoid broke ass niggas. But here she is, 50-some years old, going back and forth like this with a 22-year-old child. I'm not going to come on my channel and go back and forth, especially using profanity and vulgar language. I'm not going to go back and forth with a child on the internet. I'm too old for that. I'm not going to do it with somebody my age. It's time that you take your happy ass and move on. I'm not going to do it. So she's an embarrassment to those of us who are elders. That's an embarrassment. That's an embarrassment. And she is in denial about the Sonetta situation. But chances are she's guilty, trying to line him up or whatever. And if it wasn't for his penis, it was because she was a groupie. It's because, and there's a lot of people out there, they're groupies. She was on Sonetta's channel, and Sonetta has all these viewers and whatnot. She wants to meet him in person. And she probably did want sexual relation because that's all she has to really offer. But Sonetta, no. Older guys like this probably want somebody younger, like Nepal. So it's probably true. But nevertheless, you're an older lady going back and forth with a 22-year-old that has more sense than you do, because this Nandi, she is an enabler. And because she's an enabler, she's going to bring out the worst in her sons. She's going to bring out the worst in any men that she socialized with, whether it's just friendship or being romantic. She's not going to bring out the best. She's going to help them make excuses for failure. And as you know, here on this ministry, we will side with this young lady because she refuses to be an enabler. I might reach out to this young lady and have her come here and talk with us. We're going to show her that there are good men, strong men, who would be good to her, who would take care of her. And we want to be the best man we can be. We cannot be the greatest men, the best men that we can be, when we are around enablers like Nandi, making excuses for us, for our failure, and coddling us. This makes men weaker and weaker and weaker. Your ass already don't want to do nothing. And then you got this ancient lady making things worse. So she is real confident in herself. This is my last point, and we're going to get out of here. She's confident in her knowledge of the excuse me, her knowledge of the legal system. Excuse me. Now, according Send a shout out to Don Anderson. How you doing, Don? Our deacon asked the question, if our traitor was laid up butt naked with the tank top assassin, you know, she's a Christian. She wasn't a Christian at that time. She was an atheist, agnostic, or something. She's always changing, as you know. She's a chameleon, so she's always changing. Mello says, provide, produce, and build. That's what strong men do. And that's what we are founded upon. Provide, produce, build. And I would also add protect. That's what strong men do. That's what we do. My last point, we're going to get out of here. Do you realize between myself and the deacons, do you realize we have put out a lot of videos? Because I've been trying to put move a lot of our videos on Rumble. And if you have not subscribed to us on Rumble, go to Rumble. Actually, Rumble is just as good as YouTube. If I feel I want to go off and say whatever the hell I want to say and just have a private meeting with us, we can go to Rumble and throw down. So subscribe to Rumble. RUMBLE, Rumble. I like Rumble. And actually, right now, that could be a place where soul brothers and sisters could go and we could express our opinion. And for the time being, we won't be censored and messed with like they do on YouTube. That's a good place to go. So it's Rumble. Subscribe to Rumble. RUMBLE. That's a nice website. I saw the Deacons was there, and I saw Mello there. I'm putting all our latest videos. I'm also throwing right there on Rumble. And Mellow Cap says again, provide, produce, protect, and build. That's what strong men do. That's right. And that's what we're founded upon. Mellow is not going to be an enabler, an excuse maker. We cannot get strong. Of course, we're not perfect. And things are hard. But we have to stop making excuses for a lot of the things that we do. It's too much. If you don't know what you're doing, get the hell out the way and let those people who do know what they're doing support them. Get the hell out the way. I did try Black Junction TV. They don't have their act together. I had a hard time uploading videos and you can't comment to nobody. When I was trying to use, I still have a Black Junction account. It wasn't good at all. There's another website too that just wasn't good. But Rumble got it go. Rumble, you can go live on Rumble. Whatever we can do here on YouTube, we can do on Rumble. Rumble is nice. You can even be monetized on Rumble. Rumble is nice. I think Rumble is out of Canada. They're out of Canada, I believe. Rumble. But if you have not subscribed, subscribe to our channel on Rumble, and chances are there might be videos that I can post on Rumble. I can't post here. So go to Rumbles, subscribe to our channel. We get enough people there. We can throw down in our own private house. We don't have to worry about nobody messing with us. Matter of fact, there's not a lot of black power type stuff going on Rumble. It's only one brother I saw talking any type of blackity black stuff, and I subscribe to him. It's not, that's a good place to start. So again, thank you everyone. Join us on Rumble. Let me make this one last comment and get out of here. So this Sister Nasty, she's doing a lot of running her mouth. She's talking a lot, okay? And she's talking to Shitty Noble and the Tank Top Assassin, and she's talking to her audience like she's some type of real lawyer or something. And she does make good points. But now, after listening to this 22-year-old young lady, Chris Logic, according to her, Sister Nasty has 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls. I think that's what she said. And 3 of them, well, all of them don't have their fathers in their life, according to this young lady. I don't know. This is my first time hearing and knowing about this dingbat. I don't know nothing about it. But apparently she thinks she knows me and start calling me out my name. So if you can call me a name, I can call you one back. And this is what I don't understand. Why do people, when they do other people wrong, why do they believe that person does not have the right to defend themselves? They don't have the right to strike back at them. I'm supposed to say, we're supposed to sit over here and just say, oh, Sister Nasty called Angel a nutcase. You know, just let it go. Oh, woe is me. I wish she didn't say that. No, you call me a name. I have the right to call you one back. I have the right to let it go, or I have the right to call you one back. Just like you decided and Noble started. Absolutely. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. Should have left us alone. I don't even know this woman. But she has 4 children. She's a single mother, no father around nowhere, according to this young lady. And out of the 4 children, according to this young lady, out of the 4 children, 3 of them are felons. Oh, so now I know why she talks about, and she thinks she knows the law, because she has 3 children who have been in and out of jail, back and forth with the law. So she's learning the law just like I've done by experience. Her sons, her children, been on parole. They've been on probation. So she learned through actual experience. That's why she knows, and that's why she know it all. But the difference between Sister Nasty and me is that I became a pro se or jailhouse lawyer. She knows about certain things but she don't know or have no idea how to write nothing up. So I was watching some of their live stream, and they was talking about all these things that I filed and blah, 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 which I did. It's not about whether I win or lose. It's about I was able to file it, and if you don't respond, I automatically win. So I'm going to make your happy ass go to court. I'm going to make your happy ass spend some money and defend yourself in court. That's my purpose. It doesn't make any difference. If I win, that's cool. But you're going to respond because I know how to make your ass jump. Here's a subpoena. When the sheriff come knock on your door, here's a subpoena for you to come to court. Nobody wants to go to court. Even the large corporations, they don't want to mess around in court because that becomes a matter of public record. And it can make you look good. It can make you look bad. Because somebody who is really after your happy ass, they can say, well, back in 1994, this Angel Snup 7 guy sued them for the same thing. So even though I lose, I might be helping somebody else get your happy ass. See, I'm looking at this thing well beyond me. Like when I sued all those doctors. No, I didn't even expect to get nothing out the deal. But somebody else who might be suing those same pieces of trash, them damn beasts, their lawyer can go into the records, hey, we got somebody else who sued them for the same thing. And my case is helping them. So I'm looking at this whole thing well beyond myself. Matter of fact, they was talking about Pam Transportation. Pam Transportation later on was caught up in a scandal. They was ripping their drivers off. And some of these, they was ripping the drivers off for their pay. They was ripping off some of their, the people that was providing their diesel fuel off. They got caught up in a scandal. Do you think my lawsuit, when they see that I was suing them for whatever, do you think when the lawyer looked that up, is that going to help Pam Transportation or help them? So you have to look at this thing well beyond. And that's the thing about the Black conscious community. That's the thing about the Pan-Africans. That's the thing about all this blackity black, Pan-African, religious garbage, nonsense, whatever. They don't look at things in the future. They have no vision. They only concentrate on their wants and their needs and the now. But when you're dealing with the people, and you know that we cannot live forever. Angel Snup 7, I can't live forever. Those in the chat rooms, this is our time. We're not going to live forever. But we can have a vision to understand and see the future so that we can guide our children and our future generations to a better place. Give them the vision. Give them the purpose. Right now, our people, soul brothers and sisters, we're all out here scattered. Like when you shoot a shotgun. And all those little BBs, pellets from the shotgun blast just goes everywhere. There's no direct target. That's also, but also at the same time, as far as a shotgun, that's what makes a shotgun so devastating, because you have so many of those little pellets flying around in the air. But we're so scattered everywhere. It makes no difference if we are Christian or Muslim or Hebrew Israelite or Pan-African or whatever we want to call ourselves. Our problem is we're not under one umbrella. So that means somebody is getting rained on. because we're not under that one umbrella. And that's the incredible and wonderful thing about being a soul brother and sister, because it doesn't make any difference about your skin tone, because soul brother and sister is not based upon skin color. It's based upon your genealogy. Did you come from, can you show that you are the descendant of slaves born in America? Regardless if you are you Aboriginal or your ancestors had some African, of course, you know that the so-called Negro, we're all mixed up anyway. That's our ancestry. And we have turned into our own class, our own species of humanity. And that's what we build our platform on. Who we are, ourselves. I'm not trying to be an African. I'm not trying to be these labels that I don't control. Soul brothers and sisters, soul people, that comes from out of the womb of us. I don't know the origins. I don't know exactly how it was created, but I do know it comes from us. It did not come from no Africans. It did not come from the Bible. It did not come from the Quran. It was these free people learning how to be free. And now the Pan-Africans and the Hebrew Israelites, all of them want to take us back to slavery. I be damned. No. No more plantation life for us. So we're leadership. We're the real leaders. We are the real teachers. We are the real guys. We offer and can show the masses, should they choose. We can show them and give them purpose. We can give them a goal, a vision, and we have the plan that can get the job done in the form of what we call Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. And a lot of folks trip off the name instead of what it can do and its applications. You have to crawl before you walk. I'm building a nation. You don't even control a neighborhood yet, Negro. You don't control a neighborhood. How the hell are you gonna build a nation and you can't even control, you don't even control your own neighborhood? And from a neighborhood, a town, which we have done that. Our ancestors have created their own towns. We have done that. And we have also had small cities that we control, that we built. But never during our sojourn here in America, never have we taken over or taken control of a state. Go on a map. Look how big Mississippi is. It's no joke. But if you control all that land, all that water, all that resources, woo, we in business. And in fact, that's your first nation. That's your first nation within a nation. Oh, you just don't know what you're missing. But it's not going to be handed to you. And somebody like this Nandi, as our woman, as our female, she doesn't have the mindset, nor does she have the wisdom to guide her men as the warriors we should be, to guide us, the soldiers, put us on the battlefield so we can take this territory. We are at war. The assignment for the soldiers, we taking over this territory. We want this state. We have no leadership. We have nobody that talks the way we do. They're telling you about these little rinky-dink businesses, opening up an African school and all. That's nothing tiddlywink stuff. You want power? then you got to get something that's going to give it to you. When you speak now, you have no power that backs you up except your invisible God. And that hasn't been doing too well that I can see. You take control of the resources of Mississippi. So now when you speak, I don't care if you live in Detroit or LA or New York or Louisiana, wherever you are. If you are part and help build and you become a citizen of this state of Mississippi, wherever you are, you got the backup of a state that's going to help you. I'm going to say this and we're going to get out of here. Now, to my knowledge, it's not against the law if that the state of Mississippi, why can't the state of Mississippi, if there's a benefit and if there's a benefit and it's a good investment, why can't the state of Mississippi invest in a brother and sister whose business has already shown they can be profitable and they are really kicking some butt in the business world? Even if you're in California, how come the state of Mississippi can't loan you some money so that you can throw down? That's the kind of power that you'll get because you helped build Mississippi. And then if we take control of Alabama or Georgia, your power you get stronger and stronger and stronger. A nation within a nation. And if something should happen in the future, when all of us are already gone, we've already established our territory, we developed our military, and the only thing you have to do is defend our ground. Oh, man. I can see it. Woo, I can see it. But unfortunately, you have low IQ people that have no vision. Only thing on their mind is sucking penis and playing with their vaginas, and spitting out babies with no purpose. Ask sister, what is the purpose of you getting pregnant? What is the purpose of having these babies, Nandi? And then 3 of them have criminal records. That's why you know about the criminal justice system, because you had to deal with that with your 3 ex-convict children. What is the purpose of having these children? So now we have purpose for our children because these children are actually in the building process of their own nation. And like I told you, everybody, we can get everybody involved. Even the crackheads. A crackhead can do work. And that work can help rehabilitate them and give them a sense of purpose in life. Reroute their energy. And so all those brothers and sisters that's in these jails and prisons, when they are actually involved in a rehabilitation process, you don't have to worry about spending and wasting your money for unproductive people, because you're involved in activity to rehabilitate, so they don't have to go back and our people keep filling up the jails and the prisons. Of course, there's going to be a need, unfortunately, for jails and prisons because you're always going to have idiots. But at the rate that we see right now, that's over with. Our people are going to be productive. And the reason why they're going to be productive is because when they look at Mississippi, everything they see, they built it. The water coming in their house, they bringing that water in. The electricity coming to their house, they bringing that electricity. The road that their cars, we can build our own cars. Or we can have a relationship with Africa, and Africans can bring their factories over here. Let's build our own cars better than the Europeans. The skies are the limit. I thank you for joining us on this special presentation. Unfortunately, it's a presentation that I really did not want to have, but I thank you for joining us this morning. I thank the deacons. I thank Mellow Cap, Don, and Sean, and those in the chat room. I thank you so much. I would suggest if Noble and any of these demons of darkness, if they are listening towards the end of this broadcast, just leave us alone. Because we would look stupid, keep putting videos and talking about you, and you're not responding. Oh yeah, please don't, and this Alquan piece of trash. But if you notice, Alquan goes to their channels. He's not bringing that stuff to his channel no more. He's not bringing it to his channel. He's a slickster. He's an instigator. There's a reason why he does what he does. But see, he also was there when that woman made a threat. So I have to report him, Shitty Noble, Black Son, Nandi, all those who were there, Pork Chop, all of those who were there, they all was part of that terroristic threat. We will kill you. I mean, it's plain as day. So it's out of my hands. If they act on something, that's cool. If they don't, I've done what I'm supposed to do. But in the meantime, it doesn't make no difference what come out their mouth. It makes no difference what come out their mouth. Believe me, they worry because you never know what might happen. But your emotions and your hate got you all caught up, and you crossed the line you should not cross. You gave us the ultimate gem out of your own mouth. And since Sister Nasty is familiar with the criminal justice system, you would think she would be the one who would give the proper advice now that this has happened. And you could come out here and try to be big and bad and whatever. But believe me, from experience, when you see those cop cars roll up to your house and those uniforms, all your bad talking and all that stuff, your big mouth, it's a whole different ball game. And quite frankly, any type of investigation, it's really a done deal for Shitty Noble. She's done. She's all messed up for real. Because she barely living as is. You don't need this. But now you you decide to be with the devil, these demons. And so now you have to pay the consequence of your actions. With that said, thank y'all.